think?
Don't know.
Right up your nose. Can I? Here, I got a box.
No, this is it's the only one I could find, and it doesn't have all the bits. It's missing a screw, so.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Paul Campbell.
Hey, there you go. Right, so it needs to come down that way a little bit.
You know what happened to the little?
There were two of them, and I got them all set up and ready, and I don't know where they are. Is that any better? Too much sealing. No, there we go. How's that?
Great.
Awesome. Hello, hello. I would like to hear Grace, which we have not played lately. And by we, you know who I mean.
Okay.
That always reminds me of Paul Campbell walking past the house where his sister lived. Right? Or am I making that up?
I'll do it after this one.
Oh, okay.
Gold Coast Highway, he worked the way, he worked the rice fields, the cold dark wells, he worked the oil rigs in the Gulf of Mexico. Only thing we never owned, this old house here by the road. And when he dies, he says he'll catch some blackbird's wing, he'll fly away to heaven come some sweet bubonic spring. old house felt so alone when the work took me away. And when she dies, she says she'll catch some blackbirds in her wing. She'll fly away to heaven come some sweet blue-bonnet spring. Hey, Roxanne. Highway 90, the jobs are gone. We tend our garden, we set the sun. This is the only place on earth blue bonnets grow. Once a year they come and go at this old house here by the road. And when we die, we say we'll catch some blackbird the wing, we'll fly away together come some sweet blue-bonnet spring. It's when we die, we say we'll catch some blackbird the wing, we'll fly away together come some sweet blue-bonnet spring.
Lovely. I just see Paul, and then you told me
Donica and Roxanne have also joined us.
Hi. Welcome. For some reason, none of that is showing up on this particular. I may have to go out and come back in again. Oh, there we go. Hello, hello, hello.
As we gather in the chapel here in old Kilmainham jail, think about these past few weeks. Will they say we failed? From our school days they have told us we must yearn for liberty. Yet all I want in this dark place is to have you here with me. Oh, Grace just told me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. Now I know it's hard for you, my love, to ever understand the love I bear for these brave men, my love for this dear land. But when Patrick called me to his side down in the GPO, I had to leave my own sick bed. To him I had to go. Oh, Grace just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. thoughts will be of you. And I'll write some words upon the wall so everyone will know I love so much that I could see his blood upon the road. Oh, Grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love, I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. Oh, Grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love, I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. Oh, there won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye.
Woo! Yay, that was fantastic. Thank you, honey.
Thank you.
I haven't heard that in forever.
Oop. Sorry. All right. Hello to Ilona.
Oh,
Hello to Rocky Smith.
Bonjour.
Harry Harley Townsend.
Hey, how's everybody?
James McMullen.
Where'd my glasses go?
What?
I'm wondering where I put my glasses.
That last one was a song made famous by the Dubliners about.
It's called Grace.
It's called Grace, and it's from the perspective of. Dang it.
Her name is Grace? No,
No, her name is Grace Plunkett.
Plunkett.
One of the leaders of the 1916 Easter uprising in Ireland, if I'm getting the facts right.
Paul Campbell, who lives not far from Plunkett's sister's home, historic home, can share that information. Will you link to that, please, Paul?
But they were of course captured, and he was taken out and shot. The next morning, even though he was sick, he went down to the General Post Office, where they kind of put up their last stand, and he married.
This was before they captured him and killed him.
Yeah.
Well, you were like, captured him, killed him, and the next morning, there's only one of those stories. Unless you're L. Ron Hubbard. Hi, Gunn, welcome. Joseph Plunkett, thank you.
Let's try that again. There were 420 nobles subdued the king's arm. Bonnie Jean, Bonnie Glenloggie was the foot of them all. There were 99 nobles ripped through Bantry Fair, and Bonnie Glenloggie was the foot of them there. There were 6 ladies subdued the king's heart. Bonnie Jean of Athelney was the foot of them all. Didn't come Jenny Gordon, she come tripping down the stairs. She's favorite Glenloggie, oh Lord, it was there. Sing Glenloggie, Glenloggie, and you brooks so kind. My love has played upon you, now I've told you my mind. He's turned around like Elijah Gordon's disaster, and I'm sorry, Jenny Gordon, done promise to all. card for her maidens, for the mackerel to bed, with ribbons and the napkins to tie up her head. Then out spake a father, and a wise man was he, saying, I'll wed you to Dunfermline, he's mugger than he. I had your tongue feeling, for this morn a big, and I get me Glenloggie, oh to him will I be. And her father's St. Chapman, he's a man of great skill, he's wrote a broad letter, and indicted it will, saying a pox on your Logie, since it is so, my lady's love's laid on you, must she die in her woe. A pox on your Logie, and since it is time, a lady's love's laid on you, must she die in her prime. Got the letter, him being amongst men, it soon spoke to Logie, what does this young woman mean? And first he read the letter, oh a right laugh good hey, ah but there he read order, oh different is he, saying go saddle me the black horse, saddle me the broom, Bonnie Jean up a Delny, will be deed ere I win. But the horses were to saddle, nor laid upon the green, till Bonnie Glenloggie was 12 miles his line. It was pale and wan mushy when Glenloggie came in, but red and rosy grew she when she kent it was him. Where lies your pain lady, does it lie in your side? Where lies your pain lady, does it lie in your head? Ah no, no, Glenloggie, you fare from the pit, the pain that lie under it lies in my head. Well turn around, Gilly Gordon, turn around on your side, and I'll play the bridegroom if you'll play the bride. Jeannie's got to marry, her doctor's been told. Bonnie Jean of Athelney was scarce 16 years old. Athelney of Athelney, you shine where you stand, and the heather bells around you shine on Bivey's land. Athelney of Athelney, you shine where you stand, and the heather bells around you shine on Bivey's land.
Woo. I haven't heard that one in a long time. I love that one. Thank you. Always reminds me of Jim Malcolm. Fantastic Scottish singer. You should look him up. Hi, there's already 12 folks. Gosh, thank you for spending your...
Eastridge.
Oh, Patty Hart,
Patty Hart
from County Tyrone. And Derek, where's Derek? Steve Eastridge. Welcome, welcome, hello. Hi, everybody.
Let's see.
Alexa, what's the weather today?
Currently, in Longmont, it's 79 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect mostly sunny weather with a high of 94 degrees
Oof.
and a low of 55 degrees.
Oof. Alexa, how much in Celsius is 94 degrees Fahrenheit?
Let's search for hot songs.
Hot songs? There's a beach song. It was 99 and 100 the other day when we were having things removed. What do you call undelivered? What do you think? Like junk hauled away. We had old hand-me-down furniture hauled away from the basement, and it was over 100 degrees. Those poor movers. Oh my goodness.
Roxanne is asking about Yesterday's Men. I have not heard of that song.
Oh yeah,
Post a link to it.
Yes, please, on the Howlers. So Yesterday's Men. She always has these great songs, and I end up not following up on them. So we need to pick a few because Roxanne has been offering great suggestions, and we need to check those out. The Rocky Mountains are in both the USA and Canada. They go all the way up from southern New Mexico, all the way up into Canada.
Oh, boat drinks, boys in the band order boat drinks.
Ooh, margaritas?
Visitors scored on the whole ring. Everything seemed to be wrong. Lately, newspapers mention cheap airfare. I gotta fly to St. Somewhere. I'm close to bodily harm. 20 degrees and the hockey game's on. Nobody cares cause they're way too far gone. Him and boat drinks, something to keep them all warm. Something to keep them all warm. This morning, I shot 6 holes in my freezer. I think I got cabin fever. Somebody sound the alarm. I like to go where the pace and life's slow. Won't you beat me somewhere, Mr. Scott? Any old place on earth or in space. You pick the century and I'll pick the spot. Oh, I know I should be leaving this climate. I got a verse but can't rhyme it. I gotta go where it's warm. Where there's boat drinks. Waitress, I need 2 more boat drinks. And I'm heading south for my dream sinks. I gotta go where it's warm. I gotta go where it's warm. I gotta go where it's warm. I gotta go where there ain't any snow, where there ain't any blow. Cause my blood making low. I gotta go where it's warm.
Woo! Hey! Thank you. I was going to ask you for 10 degrees and colder.
I don't know that one yet.
Okay, that's on my list.
Paul
I happen
Campbell
to
says
like
the
the-
sound
it was-
quality is good.
Oh,
I
good.
need to clean this. Jeez, keep
Do you need? Would you like a?
That's all right.
I think we're out of microfiber cloths.
I have my special guitar polishing cloth and my guitar polishing stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna provoke it. I'm gonna fuck with it.
Okay, that's fine.
There. That made no difference. There.
Okay. Feel better?
A little.
Oh, 82 degrees Fahrenheit, hottest day of the year in Scotland. Smith Scotland Productions. Hello, Craig. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to start spending my June and July in Scotland. Oh, so yesterday's men written by Phil Coulter. There's another Phil Coulter in your list, isn't there?
The name sounds familiar. Let me search for Coulter and see what I can find.
C-O-
I'm gonna do cold Missouri waters because it's opposite of hot.
Okay. So
Coulter.
the Furies and Davy Arthur sang it, but written by Phil Coulter. That name, Phil Coulter, it might be something Juggernaut did or Six Mile Bridge
I don't
or.
see. I don't see a Phil Coulter in here, so
Okay.
I'll just do, as I said, we'll do cold Missouri waters for
Okay.
the coldness of it.
87 degrees in Minnesota with an extreme heat warning. Perfect day to be in the water. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Glad you could join us, Renriga.
Yeah. Is she paddling while she listens?
I don't know. That sounds like it would be a fabulous adventure. I'm gonna have to take that squeaky toy from the dog, am I not?
My name is Dodge, and you know that. It's written on the chart there at the foot end of the bed. They think I'm blind, that I can't read it. But I read every word, and every word it says is dead. So confession, is that the reason that you came? Get it off my chest before I check out of the game. Since you mentioned it, well, there's 13 things I'll name. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri water. August 49, North Montana. The hottest day on record, forest till the dry. Lightning strikes in the mountains. I was crew chief at the jump base. I prepared the boys to fly. Pick the drop zone. C-47 comes in low. Feel the tap upon your leg that tells you go. See the circle of the fire down below. 15 up is dropped above the cold Missouri water. Gauge the fire, I'd seen bigger, so I ordered down the side hill. We'd fight it from below. We'd have our backs to the river. We'd have it lit by morning, even if we took it slow. But the fire ground jumped the valley just ahead. There was no way down, headed for the ridge instead. Too big to fight it, we'd have to fight that slope instead. Flames one step behind above the cold Missouri water. Sky had turned red, smoke was boiling. 200 yards to safety, death was 50 yards behind. I don't know why, I just thought it. I struck a match to waist high grass, running out of time. I tried to tell them, step into this fire I set. We can't make it, this is the only chance you'll get. But they cursed me, ran for the rocks above instead. I lay face down and prayed above the cold Missouri water. Like a phoenix, in that world reduced to ashes, there was none but to survive. I stayed that night, and one day after, carried bodies to the river, wondering how I stayed alive. 13 stations of the cross to mark their fall. I've had my say, I'll confess to nothing more. I'll join them now, those that left me long before. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri waters. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri waters.
So when I tell you that Phil Coulter wrote not only The Town I Love So Well.
I thought that was a Tommy Makem song.
Not according to secondhandsongs.com, which is it's a way to license. It's
Okay.
a licensing thing.
Okay.
So, but he also wrote songs with Billy Connolly, and he wrote Saturday Night. Isn't that the Bay City Rollers?
That's Bay City.
He wrote that with the Bay City Rollers. He wrote with
David
Ralph.
Rovick's songs. I don't know David Rovick's.
No. Dave Mallet. We don't know Dave Mallet either. We're gonna look these
Well, and
all up.
Graham Keating, I'm not much for doing rebel songs or sectarian songs from really either side, just because I don't have a dog in that hunt, and there's enough strife and stuff going on that I'd rather do songs that bring people together than
Right.
divide
Or
us.
if it's old enough, we
Yeah.
can do that. Like Fields of Athenry.
It feels about right. Grace is ostensibly a,
Right.
you know,
But
a rebel song. But as I said, there's enough, and other people do them. A lot of other people do them and do them well, and so I just leave that to them. So
but I'm writing down Dave Mallet. So we did have a request from James McMullen
okay,
for Fields of Athenry.
okay, we can do that one.
VSK. Fawa News. Oh, football. Something, not one of Wolf's repertoire. I did not see, I can't see what that request was. But Craig of Smith Scotland Productions has answered for us. Okay. David Roberts.
By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling, Michael, you're taking you away, for you stole Trevelyan's cord, so the young might see the morning. Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Low lie a fields of Athenry, where once we watched small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled, they cut me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Low lie fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely harbor wall, she watched the last star falling, and the prison ship sailed out against the sky. Now she lives in hope and praise for her love in Botany Bay. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry.
Everybody, loud singing.
Low lie fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round fields of Avonry. It's so lonely round the fields of Avonry. Boys?
Boys, I love that one. Thank you. Boys and then Ordinary Man, because they're rebellious in their simplicity.
Well, and funnily enough, although, I do try not to take sides on Irish historical stuff, I am kind of an anti-royalist.
Oh,
so
for sure.
I will put down the British occupation anytime. So.
Although we could do with the British occupation at the moment. Please, you'll be back. Do you know that one from Hamilton?
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. Oh, Mary Higgins is trying to speak.
Yes, hello, Mary Higgins. Riga, we did boat songs for you being on a boat. I will add boat later into the list.
This could ostensibly be a rebel song too, I guess.
Listen, at this point, we can make anything a rebel song practically. Flower of Scotland's next.
Oh, the town, it climbs the mountains and looks upon the sea. At sleeping time, awaking, it's there I long to be, to walk again those kind of streets, a place where life began with the boys by the shore who hunted for the rand. With cudgels stout they roamed about to hunt the dreaming. We searched for birds in every bird from little to Johnny. We danced for joy beneath the skyline, held no print nor plan when the boys by the shore when hunting for the rand. And when the hills were bleeding and the rifles were aflame, to rebel homes carried the Saxon strangers came, but the men who dared the oxys and fought the black and tans were the boys by the shore who hunted for the rand. But now they toil in foreign soil where they have made their way deep in the heart of London town or over on Broadway. And I am left to sing their deeds and praise them while I can. Old boys by the shore who hunted for the rand. And here's a hell to them tonight, wherever they may be, by the groves of Caram River, the slope of Dignity, John Daly and Batande, the she-heads come and down, and the boys of Barnstraw who hunted for the rand. And when the wheel of life runs out and peace comes over me, just take me back to that old town between the hills and sea. I'll take my rest in those green fields, a place where life began with the boys by the straw who hunted for the rand.
So we've had the Lifeboat Mona or the Spring Hill Mine disaster songs, which we don't have, but we do have a really good list of disaster songs.
I have disaster songs and mining songs, aplenty.
But those sound good. And then Donegal Danny, I'm not familiar with.
Somebody had requested that previously.
Ilona has
Might have
asked
been-
for it.
Might have been Ilona, but somebody, I think maybe before we met Ilona.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked it up and it just didn't necessarily speak to me. I'll look
Okay.
at it again, maybe see if it's something that would work for me. What was the one you wanted me to-
Otherwise, request for more sea songs.
Shishong,
Shishang Juche. Also, welcome Taylor. Looking.
I know what we'll do.
This is an old Carrie Rebel ballad, yes, but old enough and a little obscure enough that we don't. This is it for the Rebel songs. Do Light of the Moon. What were the other ones Sean used to do?
Rising of the
Moon and
or
Come Out You Black and Tans.
Come Out You Black and Tans.
Yeah.
Things like that.
I mean,
there are plenty of other people who do them.
where
and do
was
them
Sean's
well.
dad born?
I don't recall.
I feel like it was somewhere in Cary. But anyway, we felt like Sean could do them. I mean, he was born in Iowa or something.
So here's one I haven't done in a while, asking for sea songs.
Okay, sea songs. Sea songs, you say.
This dirty town has been my home since last time I was sailing, but I'll not stay another day. I'd sooner go a-whaling. Oh Lord above, send down a dove with beak as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them there blokes what sells bad beer to sailors. Paid off me score and then ashore, me money so was flying, with Judy Lee upon my knee and in my ear a lion. Oh Lord above, send down a dove with beak as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them there blokes what sells bad beer to sailors. With me newfound friends, me money spends just as fast as winking, but when I make to clear the slate, the landlord says, keep drinking. Oh Lord above, send down a dove with beak as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them there blokes what sells bad beer to sailors. With me money gone and clothes in pawn. And Judy said for leaving. 6 months of pay's gone in 3 days, but Judy isn't grieving. Oh, Lord above, send down a dove with beak as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them there blokes what sells bad beer to sailors. When the crimp comes round, I'll take his pound, and his hand I'll be shaking. Tomorrow morn sail for the Horn, just as the dawn is breaking. Oh, Lord above, send down a dove with beak as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them there blokes what sells bad beer to sailors. So for one last trip from port I'll ship, but next time back I'm swearing I'll settle down in my hometown. No more I'll go seafaring. Oh, Lord above, send down a dove with beak as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them there blokes what sells bad beer to sailors. Oh, Lord above, send down a dove with beak as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them there blokes what sells bad beer to sailors.
So we had a request for Whaler's Tale, which I have not heard you do in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
That's from Roxanne.
Okay, well, I'll do another one because that's also an acapella.
Yeah, well, we can do 2 acapellas together.
Nah.
Oh, yes, do it. You're so compulsive. Do it. Do it.
It'll make my skin itch.
Okay. So we had a request from Graham for the Wellerman, but the Wellerman has been done so well by so many that Wolf just didn't think he had anything to add to it, so we haven't done it. There's she doesn't go by Natty Dread anymore, but the Natty had a great version, and then Luke the voice, I think, really he's the one with the super deep voice. I used to watch that stuff on TikTok all the time. I've been off TikTok for a while, so I haven't seen it lately. Also a request for City of Chicago.
Oh, yeah, let's do City of Chicago, then we'll go back to the city.
All right.
This is good. Lucky.
City of Chicago is for Steve Eastrich.
Okay, sounds good.
Graham, you wrote, did he like my version? What version of what? Tell us all about it. Do you have a version? We want to hear it. Mm-hmm. Please link to it.
Yeah, send us a link. I like to promote other
Absolutely
friends of mine.
Please. Taylor has done a great job of linking to some of Derek Darcy's live streams on the Howlers page. So anybody that is on a laptop, send out some invites to Graham and Lars. Anyone who, if you are not on the Howler page and would like to be, just let us know.
Circle must expand. We want you a part of that.
That's right. We also need to, go ahead, yes. And this is Luca Bloom.
Yes, I think so.
Luca Bloom, who could not, Christy Moore's brother, but also he had trouble with his visa and could not play the Milwaukee Irish Fest rock stage. So Wolf Loescher and Deanna Smith-Scotland, Craig's wife, and the band Juggernaut took their spot. And in 2001, as a brand new band, got to play in front of thousands of people at one of the greatest stages in the country. It was outstanding. So we love Luca Bloom in this house.
Oh, the hills of Donegal. 1847 is the year it all began. Deadly pains of hunger drove a million from the land. And they traveled not for pleasure, but it wasn't greed, it was a voyage of survival across the stormy sea. To the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming. Oh, the hills of Donegal. Well, some of them knew fortune, some of them knew fame, most of them knew hardship, died upon the plain. They spread throughout the nation, they rode the railroad cars, they brought their songs and stories to ease their aching heart. To the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming. Oh, the hills of Donegal. Oh, the city of Chicago. As the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming. Oh, the hills of Donegal. There are people dreaming. Oh, the hills of Donegal. Oh, the hills of Donegal.
Woo! Outstanding.
Whaler's Tale.
Yes, please.
This is one I learned from the singing of Mr. Tom Lewis.
Yes.
Very influential.
No longer
in my life.
touring, but
He's
he's
posted
performing.
that he's performing, playing a few gigs. So.
he's still performing, but he used to tour and he used to take narrowboat canal tours
Yep.
of musical stuff. So, but
Yeah, if you have a
anyway-
chance to see Mr. Tom Lewis, you should check him out.
Can I have a charging station on the couch?
Huh?
Can I have a charging station on the couch?
No, it's up here. I'll come help you after the howl. I'll help you set it up, but bring me your phone.
I signed aboard this whaling ship. I made my mark, it's true. And I'll serve out the span of time I swore that I would do. But I'll not man your boats again, though you cast me in the sea. For I tell you, sir, them fish can think as well as you or me. Just yesterday the lookout's call had bent us to our work. I took me place like all the rest, I'd not be one to shirk. Now 13 men's been drowned, and no more of them we'll see. I take an oath, them fish can think as well as you or me. We pulled our boats abreast the pod, the steersman took his stand. He had no time to make his throw when the oar flew from my hand. Just then a great fluke smashed our boat, that whale I didn't see. But I believe them fish can think as well as you or me. But then them whalefish destroyed our boats, they rammed them one by one. They stole them all with head and fluke, and after they was done, with few poor souls left half alive, was clinging to debris. I'd stake me life, them fish can think as well as you or me. For the way them whalefish went for us, it seemed as though 'twas planned. For each one had his target boat, they played us man for man. Just knowing now they think so clear, my heart says, let them be. I swear to God, them fish can think as well as you or me. Now John is blind, Jim's lost an arm, and Caleb's lost below. My leg will heal, but other men no more aloft can go. So I'll not man your boats again, though you drown me in the sea. For I tell you, sir, them fish can think as well as you or me.
Woo! Outstanding. Thank you. I haven't heard that in forever. I love that one.
Look at my pretty tail.
Look at my pretty tail. That's right. I got to go whale watching. Friends of ours moved to Hawaii,
I'm
which
a
is
whale watcher.
I'm a whale watcher.
Watch the whales go by.
So highwaymen,
Okay.
please request. Also, was it the Ludlow massacre? What's the bill?
Yeah, Little Ludlow.
Little Ludlow, and then there's a 1913 massacre. Is that something different?
Don't know. I was a highwayman. Along the coast roads I did ride, sword and pistol by my side. Many a young maid lost her baubles to my tree. Many soldiers shed his life but on my plea. The bouncers hung me in the spring of 25, but I am still alive. I was a sailor, I was born upon the tide, and with the sea I did abide. I sailed a schooner round the Horn of Mexico. I went aloft to furl the mainsail in a blow, and when the yard broke off they say that I got killed, but I'm living still. I was a dam builder across the river deep and wide, where steel and water did collide. A place called Boulder on the wide Colorado. I slipped and fell into the wet concrete below. They buried me in that great tomb that knows no sound, but I'm still around. I'll always be around and around and around and around and around. I fly a starship across the universe divide, and when I reach the other side, I'll find a place to rest my spirit if I can. Perhaps I may become a highwayman again, or I may simply be a single drop of rain, but I will remain, and I'll be back again and again and again and again and again.
So lots of Many thanks for that. Lots of tune. Acapella have gotten some special call out. So if there's one that you would like to do,
Let me search for. Let me see what's tagged acapella.
acapella. Did you see the cover of the New Yorker?
I did. They've been hitting that pretty hard.
Yeah, that's why I subscribe. That's why I dropped some
Here's
of the.
one from. I think this one's on. This is on Sheep's Clothing, I think. Another one I learned from Tom Lewis, written by Tom Lewis. Unless I'm much mistaken. That's what I have. I gave him credit. Inside every sailor, you'll find a young man itching to get to sea soon as he can. To see all them pretty girls, dusky and brown, and to get far away from his boring hometown. And to get far away from his boring hometown. Inside every sailor's heart, you'll find a girl who is constant and true. She's a jewel, a pearl, but she's like any other girl. Happy or sad, it's just this one's in love with a wandering lad. It's just this one's in love with a wandering lad. Inside every kind of ship, black, green or gray, there are men with their eyes fixed on things far away. Beyond the horizon, ahead or behind, will the dream that they're searching for be what they find? Will the dream that they're searching for be what they find? Inside every sailor, you'll find an old man with rose-colored memories of where he began, where he dreamed of pretty girls, dusky and brown, and he longs to get back to his boring hometown. And he longs to get back to his boring hometown.
Woo! Absolutely. Thank you. That was wonderful. So that's off the Sheep's Clothing, released March of 2020. Yay, lots of very positive comments about that. How would you feel about doing this old guitar?
Sure.
It's not a boat song, but you've done several sailor songs. So Wolf used to have an entire set of music, maybe a set and a half of sea songs, primarily sea shanties, work songs, and a cappella. Blue Peter, Shantyman, is a good one. Maybe you can do that one in a little while.
That is a good one. This old guitar taught me to sing a love song, showed me how to laugh and how to cry, introduced me to some friends of mine, brightened up some days, helped me make it through some lonely nights. what a friend to have on a cold and lonely night. The soul guitar gave me my lovely lady, opened up her eyes and ears to me, brought us close together, and I guess it broke her heart, opened up space for us to be. What a lovely place, a lovely space to be. The soul guitar gave me my life, my living, all the things you know I love to do. The serenade star that shine from a sunny mountainside, most of all to sing my songs for you. I love to sing my songs for you. Yes, I do. You know I love to sing my songs for you.
Woo! Hey, thank you. I love that one. You want to do Ordinary Man? Or how about, so I'm going to talk it up again. One of the shows we love is a British show called The Repair Shop. And they bring in vintage items and the heirloom artists repair it. And they brought in a man's father or grandfather was a miner in Wales, and his miner's helmet was made of compressed paper. It was crazy. And so Wolf's gonna sing Prince of Darkness for Bill Danger Scotland. So Craig,
Am I doing it after Ordinary Man? Or?
yeah, Ordinary Man, and then Smith Scotland Productions. It's for Dad, it's for Bill. But Ordinary Man, Christy Moore.
I'm an ordinary man, nothing special, nothing grand. I had to work for everything I hold. I never asked for a lot, I was happy with what I got. Enough to keep my family in my home. And they said times are hard, and they handed me my card. They said it's not the work to go around, but when the whistle blows, the gates will finally close. Tonight they're gonna shut this factory down. They'll shut it down. Well, I never missed a day, or went on strike for better pay. For 20 years, I served in the best I could. Now with a handshake and a check, it seems so easy to forget. Loyalty through the bad times and the good. The owner says he's sad to see that things have got so bad. The captain of industry won't let him lose, but he still smokes a cigar and he drives a brand new car. Still he takes his family on a cruise. He'll never lose. Well, now it seems to me such a cruel irony. He's richer now than he ever was before. And now my check is spent and I can't afford the rent. There's one law for the rich, one law for the poor. And every day I try to salvage something of my pride, to find some work so I might pay my way. But everywhere I go, the answer's always no. There's no work for anyone today. No work today. condemned I stand, an ordinary man, like thousands beside me in the queue. And I watch my darling wife trying to make the best of life. God knows what the kids are gonna do. Now we are faced with this human waste. Another generation can't decide. For as long as I live, I never will forgive. You stripped me of my dignity and my pride. You stripped me bare. No work today. No work today. No work today.
Woo! I love that one. Love that one.
Bloody Prince of Darkness.
Yeah. So Bill Danger Scotland, who Craig's dad went down the mines when he was 16 years old, 34 years down the mines, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably doesn't want to be reminded of it, actually.
Well, so this song is always for him. Danger is a miner's middle name. So Bill Danger Scotland.
By Brian McNeil, by the way.
But he's, Daddy Bill has gotten them all hooked on the repair shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was born in the village of Cockenzie, and me father was an elder on the kirk. And on the day I turned 13, he looked me in the eye, and he told me it was time I was in work. For employment was a way to beat the devil, and I must challenge him wherever he was found. But if I wanted decent pay, there were 5 different ways: north, south, east, west, or down. I used to battle with the Prince of Darkness. I used to steal away his heart through a 4-foot seam. When they asked if I was poor, I'd tell them I should. But they never had to teach me how to dream. Oh, the first time I went under, I was shaking. I was just a laddie, frightened of the dark. But when I cut her in my hand, I soon became a man. I was surely never frightened of the work. I learned to listen for the creaking of the timbers, to watch the air around the candle flame. And on every sweated turn, I knew how many risks were run, and that danger was a miner's middle name. I used to battle with the Prince of Darkness. I used to steal away his heart through a 4-foot seam. When they asked if I was poor, I'd tell them I should. But they never had to teach me how to dream. I went down to Newton Grange and Kirkcaldy, sweating blood for 7 bob a week. And in the shuttle and the cage, I learned the spirit of the age from men who never turned the other cheek. And when my father asked if I still for Jesus, was he my help and my savior to the mine? I said I'd bow my head in prayer if I turned and found him there at my shoulder on the Union picket line. I used to battle with the Prince of Darkness. I used to steal away his heart through a 4-foot seam. When they asked if I was poor, I'd tell them I should. But they never had to teach me how to dream. Now I work in the mining museum. I show the tourists what my job used to be. When they ask about my clan, And I tell them I'm a working man, and the union is climbing down for me. Join the union, it gave me brothers, Ray the Red and Tay the Ronda, and comrades Ray the Rockies, Tay the Ryan. For there's no color, creed, no race when you're sweating out the face with a pick or a shovel in your hand. I used to battle with the Prince of Darkness. I used to steal away his heart through a 4-foot seam. When they asked if I was poor, I'd tell them I should. But they never had to teach me how to dream. And now we've a government in London, and the new Labour Party's won the day. And they come back to find their roots in their sharp battalion suits. And when the cameras are gone, so are they. And they whisper that socialism dying. You can't sell it at the supermarket too. But while there's 50 lads like me, we'll make bloody sure they see that ideas are the hardest things to kill. I used to battle with the Prince of Darkness. I used to steal away his heart through a 4-foot seam. When they asked if I was poor, I'd tell them I should. But they never had to teach me how to dream.
Will you tell Graham about your little Breedlove guitar that you modified into a tenor guitar?
Yeah, so Graham,
Sounds class.
this is a standard 6-string Breedlove concertina sized, or the model concertina, which is their smaller one.
Parlor guitar.
More like a parlor guitar. It's not quite that small, I think.
Okay.
That's what they call concertina. And it's just a standard 6-string, and I took 2 strings off. And
Did you cut the nut yourself?
I did not. I got Big, what's his name again? Big Murph? No, that's not right. Anyway, a guy I met through the Bouzouki forums, Big Mort, that's it, Big Mort. And he makes custom Bouzoukis and stuff, but I just sent him, I took the nut off of this guitar and a couple other ones, sent him the nut, he cut me new nuts that were 4 strings. And some were steel and some are nylon. This one's nylon. Because I just like playing, it's nice to play without a pick. And it's quieter.
Is it tuned differently? How's it tuned?
G, D, A, D.
And is that the same as your bouzouki?
Yes.
Okay, because now I'm going to go get Finbar.
Because this is, so this is like a little modified mandolin tuning, but an octave down. So, and mandolins are usually G, D, A, E, something. And this is G, D, A, D.
So Taylor is, Taylor Cook, hello Taylor.
Hello, Taylor.
Is talking about bouzouki's, and that is not a bouzouki, that is a tenor guitar.
Yeah.
And this
But
is,
it's tuned like a
But
bouzouki.
it's tuned like a bouzouki. And this
This is an actual Irish bouzouki.
and that was made by Herb Taylor, who
Taylor.
is a luthier in Golden, Colorado. And when Wolf finished all of his cancer treatment, which was a 7-hour surgery and then 13 months of immunotherapy, we went to Herb Taylor, and then he started buying bouzouki's, and then he wouldn't stop. But this was his first proper instrument.
Yeah, this one I ordered custom. Like I picked out the wood and some of the style features and stuff.
So he has 2. The other one,
Actually, this is not the one I ordered custom. This is one he built while he was building my custom order, and I liked it. So he I had to go back for a neck adjustment. He said, "Hey, by the way, I built this one while I was building yours," and I said,
I'll take it.
"I'll take it," because I had to have a backup.
This one, and Finbar has been to Ireland 3 times and Scotland once.
Did you notice my custom?
I did. You made a custom plug.
A bespoke plug. Yeah, I've got a
Sound hole?
sound hole here that
when I'm just singing acoustically, this is kind of a loud instrument, so it kind of helps me control the volume. What did you want me to play on this? Love the instrument.
How about More Than Just a Dram?
Okay, we'll do that one. That I got from the singing of Mr. Ed Miller.
Mm-hmm. Also, Bill Scotland's middle name is actually Herbert.
Herbert.
So Danger is, we're just going to call him Bill Danger Scotland.
But one of the things, the first time I went over to Ireland in 2023,
Yes. You did the Tullamore tour in 22, Piper Jones tour in 23, Piper Jones tour in 24.
Okay.
And then we went to Scotland at the end of that tour, you and I.
But I was shocked, not appalled, but shocked about how much ingenuity and time and effort and chemistry goes into making whiskey. And this is a song by Robin Lang about that special stuff you pour in a glass and drink. So.
Do we go to Middleton? Is that where we went?
Yep.
Yeah.
Middleton, where they make Jamesons and Redbreast and Powers. Take clear water from the hill, barley from the lowlands. Take a master craftsman's skill and something harder to define. Like secrets in the shape of copper stills, or the slow, silent magic work of time. Whiskey or the devil in disguise, at least to some, that's the way it seems. But you're more like an angel in my eyes. Catch the heady vapors as they rise, turn them into dreams. Bring back sherry cask from Spain, send a card about a maiden, fill them up again with the spirit of the land. Then let the word work to the spirit's gain, in a process no one fully understands. Whiskey or the devil in disguise, at least to some, that's the way it seems. But you're more like an angel in my eyes. Catch the heady vapors as they rise, turn them into dreams. Oh, the spirit starts out clear, but see the transformation after many patient years, when at last the tale unfolds. For the colors of the seasons will appear, from the palest yellow to the deepest gold. Whiskey or the devil in disguise, at least to some, that's the way it seems. But you're more like an angel in my eyes. Catch the heady vapors as they rise, turn them into dreams. So when you hold it in your hand, the pulse of one small nation, so much more than just a dram, you can see it if you will. The people and the weather and the land, the past into the present is distilled. Whiskey or the devil in disguise, at least to some, that's the way it seems. But you're more like an angel in my eyes. Catch the heady vapors as they rise. Whiskey or the devil in disguise, at least to some, that's the way it seems. You're more like an angel in my eyes. Catch the heady vapors as they rise. pleasant dream. All right. We had a request for a ballad, a power ballad.
I don't think I've heard it on the bouzouki.
I think I've done it. I used to play nothing but bouzouki before I got the.
I know, but before that was a bunch of other stuff. I think I've heard you play it on the resonator, the tenor resonator. Something buzzing.
Crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. Maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate. Mental wound not healing, life's a bitter shame. Going off the rails on a crazy train. Going off the rails on a crazy train. Listen to preachers, I've listened to fools, watched all dropouts who make their own rules. A person conditioned to rule and control, media sells it and you live and roll. Mental wound not healing, life's a bitter shame. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I know that things are going wrong for me. You gotta listen to my words, yeah. After the Cold War, it's what we become. Inherited trouble, I'm mentally numb. Crazy, I just cannot be. Living with something that just isn't fair. Mental wound not healing, life's a bitter shame. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train.
I love that one. request for Allison Matson, who has joined us.
Hey, Allison. Okay.
Allison and I got to see Sting play at Red Rocks Auditorium, which is unbelievable, carved into the mountainside. And Allison had a second row seat. And I was in the 5th row, but it was amazing. And so Wolf's gonna do a Sting song.
You'll remember when the west wind moved upon the fields of barley. You'll forget the sun, his jealous sky. We walk and feel good. So she took her love for the gaze of wine upon the field of barley. In his arms she felt as the hair came down among the field gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love upon the fields of barley? We'll forget the sun, his jealous sky. We lie and feel good. See the west wind move like a lover's soul upon the fields of barley. Feel her body right and you kiss her mouth among the field gold. I never made promises lightly, and there have been some that I've broken. I swear every day still left the line fields of gold. We'll walk in fields of gold. Yeah. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run as the sun goes down among the fields of gold. You'll remember when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in this jealous sky. We walk and feel good. We walk and feel good. We walk and feel good. Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. So also on my list are Beat As One and Hills of Caledmond, both written by Pat Byrne.
Okay.
What year? 2007? Pat won the very first
09, I think. was when
Voice
he
of
won.
Ireland. I think
Yeah.
it was 2009. Pat Byrne, he's become vegan and lost some weight since then, but he is a phenomenal singer-songwriter. He now lives in Austin, Texas, and opened for, who did he open? Cheryl, wasn't Cheryl
Sean
Crow?
Colvin.
Sean Colvin.
Sheryl Crow's band played on his album.
Yes, and plays all over the U.S. And these are two of his original songs, one of which Wolf recorded because they're so good.
Drink from the cool-aid river, tie back your head. Jump up from the high, tall grass, give me a scare. Always on my mind, pictures from the mountainside, rolling through the hills of Gladman. Remember when we built that little tree house without hammers or nails? As soon as the heavens opened, little tree house fell. Always on my mind, memories from the mountainside, rolling through the hills of Gladman. It took me a while, but now I can see the people around made a difference in me. They gave me life, washed me grow. It taught me the things that I needed to know. Now I'm sailing away to be free. The place where I'm from still lives within me. I just needed some time to be by myself. I'm following dreams meant for somebody else. When this high life ought to take its toll, and I know the place that I wanna go. When I find the one to have and to hold, when I'm settling down, I wanna go home to the hills of Gladman. Always on my mind, pictures from the mountainside, rolling through the hills of Gladman. The hills of Gladman.
Thank you. And then did you want to do Beat as One?
I can.
Okay, so it's a Pat Byrne rock block.
This is off of his first album, I think.
Beat as One?
Or is it off of
it's-
is it off Rituals?
No, it's the one after Rituals.
Oh, okay, well there you go.
The one that I can't think of the name of, but that I supported. On the Kickstarter.
Something of the light. Into the light?
Yeah.
Something about light. You stay, I go, I'll leave. All I know, words fade me now. So don't cry, don't cry. You're the fire that burns inside me. You're the shining light that guides me home. Wherever I go, share the stars, share the sun. The ties we bound won't come undone. Our lonely hearts, like distant drums, our worlds apart, but we beat as one. We beat as one. Silence so high, so close, so far. Just close your eyes, be still until we share the stars, we share the sun. The time we bound won't come undone. Our lonely hearts, like distant drums, our worlds apart, but we beat as one. We beat as one. We share the stars, we'll share the sun. The ties we bound won't come undone. Our lonely hearts, like distant drums, our worlds apart, but we beat as one. We'll share the stars, we'll share the sun. The best we have is yet to come. Our lonely hearts, like distant drums, our worlds apart, but we beat as one. 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 We beat as one.
Woo! I love that. How do you spell County Carlo? Is it with a K?
Carlo, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, so Pat Byrne is from a little town called Bordas in County Carlo.
And what's the one about the trees? Remember?
Trees. please. Oh, the tree he built, he planted in the schoolyard, I think.
Something like that.
And he came back to see it years later, I think. Something like that. I don't remember the name of the
It was really interesting. And it was planted, everybody else had put them in these other places, and anyway, but it was a great story and a great song. I'll just have to go see him again. Should we wrap it up for lunch?
Yes.
It is
We have some
20
furniture.
past noon.
And we have other furniture to move.
Oh, don't say that to me.
Yeah, sorry we missed last night, but we were moving furniture all day. Long overdue house attention.
Yes.
And we feel really good about what we accomplished.
Yay.
But it came at a cost.
That's right. Anytime somebody stands up, you're like, are you okay? Yes, this is just what I sound like now.
What do we want to close out with?
Let's play Legacy, which was written by Deanna Smith Scotland and Wolf Loescher in 2001, but the message is the same. Thank you, each of you, for spending your time, sharing your time with us, and becoming part of our expanding circle of friends. And we look forward to seeing you again next weekend. I won't let him, we'll do something different on Saturday, so he won't cancel.
We come from every corner, speaking every tongue, brought here by a vision of what is soon to come. No longer will we stand for hatred, bigotry, and fear. The call of peace and justice is what has brought us here. The world that we've been given, not so large a place that we can stand divided by philosophy or race. Well, in truth and beauty, well, in every human heart, united we are more than we could ever be apart. United we are more than we could ever be apart. We are carved from the ancient souls of those that came before. We take what we've been given and set out in search of more. Much less than we could be, much more than we had planned. Love is all encompassing, and the circle must expand. Love is all encompassing, and the circle must expand. Yeah. The speakers are the wise ones who led us to this place. Call on every one of us to be love's human face, to rise up from the shadows, to turn and face the sun, to carry on the work that was so long ago begun. Each man must look inside himself, each woman make her choice, stand against injustice, to raise a common voice, to cast aside the petty fears that chain us to the past, to give our children a legacy that will last, to give our children a legacy in life. Yeah, we are carved from the ancient souls of those that came before. We take what we've been given and set out in search of more. Much less than we could be, much more than we had planned. Love is all encompassing, and the circle must expand. Love is all encompassing, and the circle must expand. We are carved from the ancient souls of those that came before. We take what we've been given and set out to search for more. Much less than we could be, much more than we had planned. Yeah. Love is all encompassing, and the circle must expand. Thanks for joining us for brunch.
Thank you. We're so glad you could be here with us. And thanks for being patient about not having a howl last night. So we will see you next
Yep,
Saturday.
Almost every Saturday at same old time, same old channel, 6 o'clock Mountain Time, 7 o'clock Central Time, wherever it is in your particular sphere of reality.
Derek Darcy, you're late. Sorry. He tuned in the middle of the
Derek's
last
here, let's
song.
stop.
No, we only do that to Coop.
Okay.
All right.
All right, see y'all later.
See you later. Have a lovely evening. Thank you for sharing your time with us.
Yep.